Hello everyone, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040 and welcome to another edition of the comic book review series. And today I am going to be talking about issue 2 of Batman 89. So as I mentioned in the last edition of this series, Batman 89 is a 6-part mini-series which takes place after the events of Batman Returns, and it's set in the Tim Burton Batman movies. And in issue 1, even though it got off to a slow start, it did a good job establishing Harvey Dent, his relationship with Bruce Wayne, and we also got the Batman 89 debut of Harvey Bullock, who, as I mentioned, we never actually saw him in any of the Batman movies at all. And we also saw at the end, we saw a masked vigilante try to take out Batman, and he was cornered by the Gotham police. So, issue 1, even though it was a slow start, it was quite enjoyable, and it just more or less established what's going to be in this universe and pretty much helped set the tone. So, as you can see by the cover, Harvey Dent looks like he becomes Two-Face, but more on that in a moment. And as I said in the last edition, you are going to see a lot of things that we didn't get to see in the 2 Tim Burton Batman movies. And one of them, of course, is we are eventually going to see Harvey Dent become Two-Face, because Billy Dee Williams sadly never got to portray Two-Face in what would have been the 3rd Tim Burton movie of the Batman series back in 89 to 92. So we never really got to see that. But we are going to get it in this mini comic book series. So we are going to have a quick look at this. Awesome cover. Very reminiscent of what Two-Face looked like in the animated series, wouldn't you say? So this just more or less just picks up where he left off at the end of issue 1. Does the classic Batman disappearing act. You can see that. I like the fact that he's got the white eyes, so it's kind of like a night vision, so that's pretty cool. And we never really got many scenes like this in the movie, so it's really cool to see stuff like this in the comics. As you can see there, they've based Alfred off Michael Gove, but they've added the classic moustache, so he's kind of like the Burton versus version of the Alan Napier Alfred, so that's quite nice to see that. So Harvey Dent has picked up one of the Batarangs. I don't think at this point that he's actually met Batman yet, so it's quite cool here. So we see that there's a little protest going on here about the murders in Gotham. This is our new character, Drake. There he is. So, just like traditionally, Harvey Dent is all about trying to clean up Gotham and rid the city of crime. There we are. So, Harvey Dent's more or less trying to clean up crime in Burnside Park, which is in like Gotham City. So we got some street punks there in Gotham. And there's Drake. And there's that masked vigilante from the end of issue 1. So he takes out the punks. I think we've got an idea of who this might be. So it looks like this is kind of like introducing the Robin of this universe, because as we all know, Robin never actually appeared in the Tim Burton Batman movies, although he was supposed to appear in the third Batman movie, he was going to be played by Marlon Wayans. So sadly, we never got that. And also, we see the iconic giant penny, which would become a synonymous symbol in the Batcave, which is quite interesting because I always remembered the giant penny came from after Batman defeated Two-Face, so it's kind of strange to actually see the giant penny appear here before he's even met Two-Face. So a little bit of discontinuity here, but at the same time, it's kind of cool to see the giant penny because we never really saw much trophies in the Batcave in the two movies. So I'm guessing in those movies, Bruce Wayne was maybe in his second, maybe third year of crime fighting, so he wouldn't start collecting trophies till a little bit after. So there it is. Interesting to see that. This lady here, I'm not sure if you can see, but I could just point it out there. Hang on. It looks very much like Harley Quinn. Interesting. So you see Bruce is training there. So we get some dialogue there from Bruce and Alfred. Alfred even asks him, "A giant penny down here, sir?" So and Bruce more or less says, "I wanted the penny, Alfred. It saved my life. Is that all right with you?" So Bruce is a little bit rude here. Not much, but so we see more of Harvey Dent there. We see some name calling there toward Harvey Dent. And I like that shot there. Looks just like Michael Keaton with the glasses. It's pretty cool. Even as I'm reading the dialogue, I can actually hear these guys, their voices. It's pretty cool. Look at that. I know if my friend was here right now, he'd say, "Why does Michael Keaton look like Reed Richards?" It's a Reed Richards thing. So you can see Bruce is asking about Burnside Park. It's kind of cool here. Bruce can't really get into action as Batman, so he puts like a mask on or like a balaclava. So that's quite cool. I like that. It's always good that even though Bruce ain't fully prepared, he's always got prepared for something. And here we see the return of Catwoman. Now you remember at the end of Batman Returns, after Selina took out Max Schreck, it looked like she died, but then right at the very end, we see the bat signal light up, and we see Catwoman just look up at the sky, and that was it. So they more or less established that Catwoman was alive and well. So here she is, back in all her glory. Done an excellent job, really capturing the likeness of Michelle Pfeiffer, who, by the way, is the best Catwoman ever as far as movies are concerned. And Hathaway's all right. More pretty to look at than acting wise. Zoe Kravitz has some very, very big shoes, or boots, if you will, to fill. We'll see, really. And then we see burning building there. So you can kind of see where this is all going now. And we see that Jerome's son, Drake, is trapped in the burning building. So Harvey decides to go and play hero. And yeah, that's pretty much how we end issue 2. Very good issue, I would say. Very cool setup there for Harvey Dent to become Two-Face. So there you have it. Issue 2 of Batman 89. Much better than issue 1, but I would probably say issue 1 was just more about establishing this universe, but 2 definitely really steps it up a notch, and Harvey Dent goes in to try and save Drake in the burning Royal building, and we see him fall down. We see like there's a tank of acid there, so we know where this is definitely going. So should be good. So there you have it, Batman 89, issue 2 of 6. Very enjoyable, loved it. So that's going to be it from me. I'm going to wrap this up now. What did you think of issue 2 of Batman 89? Did you enjoy it? What's your thoughts on a possible new Robin in this universe? Are you excited? And could it be Drake who is the new Robin, or mysterious Robin Hood as they're referring to him? And also, what about the ending with Harvey Dent running into the burning building? Is there a strong possibility we could see him become Two-Face, or do you think Batman could save him? And also, what's your thoughts and opinions on the relationship between Bruce Wayne and Harvey Dent in this universe? Do you think they've done a good job establishing that, or do you think they could have gone a different direction? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I will see all of you next time for another edition of the comic book review series. So until next time, take care everybody and stay safe, and once again, as always, thanks for listening.